The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Now, I'm confused. I'm looking through TikTok, Google, and YouTube. Do I listen to the ding dong with the hat backwards that says this card, this card? Do I listen to the one about credit repair? All I know is after you basically give them some money, they kind of go away or they give to somebody else. I don't know. How can they be experts? I've been doing this for 49 years and I hope write the rules and tools. So I kind of know what I'm doing. But guess what? All these silly people, they're experts. Here's 10 million, okay? 62 million on dashboards. An affiliate, Ray Reynolds, the Godfather Credit, that obtains $100 million buildings and $1 million Lamborghinis, 49 years. Wow. Maybe I should wear a cap backwards to look like an idiot. That's what I see. I'm sorry. I just tell it like it is. See, this is live. You got a question or two, just write it out. We'll go through it in the process. But understand something, it's not easy. We're going to have some bad days. We're going to have to plan the problem. Kind of like today. This day hasn't always been good, but I'm going to say always good. If you know me, if you ever met me or ever talked, you ask how I'm doing, it's always good. It's a mindset. We have to have our mind mentally ready to go, even though we get our assets kicked. In the beginning today, no pictures, no recording. It's very simple. I want you to focus here. I want you to understand something today. I've accomplished every goal I ever had. $1 million corporation at 14 and a half when I started helping hand industries, invented car finder as well. 2.6 billion at 26. I died almost 16 years ago and they sold my 3.7 billion. But you know what I get to do? Come back and do it again and again. You see, we all go through an sorry to say, shit day, but it's true. I want you to plan the problem. I want you to plan the problem. You see, there's me. All right, highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. And every time I turn around, somebody's putting me down. They're saying, "White man can't jump." A lot of stupid people in this world today. But the reality is, I like goodies. The only way I can measure I was doing something good. So, would you like $1 million yacht? How about a $5 million yacht? I got them both. How about $100 million what building? How about a $30 million house? You see, it's not the measurement of the goodie nowadays. The difference is that was my way to tell myself I was doing good and trophy. So I didn't get a mommy and a daddy like most people do. I got used and abused as a kid, and I got pissed off, and I wanted to get past go. How about we get some mansions in Huntington Harbor and all 5 islands? How about we park in my U-Dock? You see, the bottom line today is it's like BS doesn't pay the bills. I wrote a book, don't take it personally. It's bullshit doesn't pay your bills. Turn your tablet this way. Oh, you don't have one? You're not ready to listen and learn? Then go away. I mean, I'm a realistic person that I wanted to show you how to play the game to win. There's this little lady on the phone, and basically from there in TikTok, well, you got an LLC, you got to make sure you don't commingle funds. Dummy, if it's an S corporation, you get to play S1 tax return. See, all this half-ass information just pisses me off. Okay, I don't like stupid. I'm sorry. But it's everywhere you go. If you want the reality of life, it's very simple. I'll build you up. I'll get you $100 million from there to $1 million, and what do you want to do? But you got to understand rules and tools. Here's a corporation on this side. Here's a division. No, here's a subsidiary. Write it down. Bank of America has bankrupted 8,000 locations. Wells Fargo, Chase, U.S. Bank. So what do? We have to understand what's happening around you. What's around you is very simple. You see, when you drive through your city today, you see an empty bank, grocery store. Did your city ever file bankruptcy too? See, all I did for me is learn the rules and tools, and there was no solution. I created it for myself. That's what I had to do. So if a Bank of America bankrupts a branch because the branch knows what a separate tax ID, they bankrupt a 100-year lease. They took the assets and the money and walked away. So guess what? Here's a corporation with you as a division of you. For me, back in '84, I didn't want to pay franchise tax fee. But then I researched business and ethics and code 17983, professional code. What can I do? Corporation can have a corporate umbrella. Okay. Well, I'm the guy that invented basically the division process. Your problem is you keep bringing the pain home. And I don't understand that. I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years. Where the blank have you been? But again, like you, let's understand the truth. I can't get you to a corporate millionaire status until I get you to the 750 score. And I'm Ray Reynolds, the guy that trained Ken Yarborough for TRW and Asperian. So I'm the one who came up with the 25-27 rule. All cards. And then remember, during the pandemic, I was suing Basic Credit Karma because they don't really do what they need to do. They just wanted to make you clickety clack. I got no damn phone number to help you. What kind of crap is that? My new dashboards will be out there kicking some ass at. All cards in your personal wallet today need a sticky. Write it down. Sticky. We need to dummy proof this. This means that credit card that's 50,000 right there, that venture, 50,000, I can only use 29%. If I take it past to 30 and more, I drop my score and get stuck. I can't get any more. Credit is not bad. It's understanding credit in the first place. So what do? Get stuck, can't get any more? Hawk our house, hawk our families, and bring the damn pain home? I got to get you to understand. If I can make you a certified CFO, I can build you $1 million of credit in 90 days. In 90 days. If I can get you to listen. If I get you to follow through. But let's understand something. No matter what happens, you're going to fall down 1,000 times. You have to get up 1,001. See, it's a process. You got to keep going through it because not everything's going to happen right away. Let me get out my magic wand. I don't have one. Mine's broken. I don't like BS. So let's look at the banks in your city today, the empty ones. Let's look at Sam's Club and Geico. Let's look at Walmart. Let's look at cities. Cities file bankruptcy. How can they do that? Because they leverage the money to the state, to the federal government. So if we can understand and get our hands dirty, we can learn to win. That's the ultimate goal. When I wrote Winning the Game of Business 49 years ago, I was just winning the game of business. So I want your first goal. Everything I'm going to do is rules, tools, and steps. So let's make and write this down as a journey. Number one, stop bringing the pain home. Just write it down. Stop bringing the damn pain home. Knock it off. What the hell's wrong with you? If I had you in an audience, I'd be yelling and screaming at you. Get off your ass. See, this is up to you. You can go get it if you want to. Some of you want to feel sorry for yourself. Bah, nobody cares. You got to become a certified CFO, personal business. You have to understand the mindset to millionaire. When I was eating out of a trash can when I was 3 years old and Mrs. Hope dropped me off the pier, I looked around at Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Paso Verdes, Rat Beach. I knew I'd be a millionaire. Corporation structure, I knew it. I knew it. But again, what did they do? Well, I'm just as smart as they are. So are you. So you got to start looking behind that curtain. If you don't look behind the curtain, here's the problem. You're not going to learn how it works. You've hired a CPA, an attorney, corporate service, and they didn't do what you wanted, and they dropped the ball on you. And basically, what did you do? Learn diddly squat. So let's understand. We must look and basically go around the curtain, please. You've got to understand how it works so that you can do it for yourself. The goal is, here's how, or here, I'll do it for you, a little bit of both. But again, what do you want to do? So I want you to write down my blueprint. I'm 9.5 years old at the Torrance Library, and I wrote down and I named my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. So I could see what I want, make my list, kind of like a goal list. All right, kind of like the list I want to give you on a weekly basis. You follow through and you do exactly what I want you to do, and you pray. And you ask God to open the doors. And then you go get it. I pray at the ATM machine. I pray at the gas station. I don't want to drop my keys, drop my phone. So the goal should be for you to repackage you as a CFO. Let's write it down. Chief Financial Officer. We got to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. I want you to do it my way. I'd give anything I can to help you get past go and quit bringing the damn pain home. There's me. My ass is high as a 6-foot locker. Let's break down a goal. If I can touch it, I can kick it. Write it down. See, I could raise my hand here and I could jump up and kick and touch the basketball hoop. All people can do, right? It's only 10 feet. Just touch it. Bing. Okay. If you're 5'6", 5'7", like I am, or 6 feet, wee. But I can do the splits every which way you can. So I always looked at when I was kicking the door jam at 10. Then I kicked the basketball hoop at T-Waco Junior High, and the Register newspaper took a picture. White boys can jump. That's what they put in the paper. Huh. So if I could touch it, I could kick it. See, you today, if you had this $3 million of credit, what would you do with it? What would you do? What would you do with these Wells Fargo's 150s? That's 300,000. What would you do? What would you do with black cards, gold cards, and platinum cards? What would you do? I think you're going to still bring the pain home. The problem is the lack of knowledge. It's the stupidity of man and woman. We're not stupid. We do a lot of stupid. What would you do if I handed you $10 million of credit? See, this is the thing. What will you do if I created income for you up to $100,000 a month? Then it's called auto income, which I created that as well. What would you do? So the goal should be, let's break down your goals. Let's break down every goal you have and let me have the goal and I'll go get it for you. Because I don't understand why you haven't done it yourself. Okay? Because I can do it in less than 6 months or less. I built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. Weeks. $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini. All right? Properties in all 5 islands. Largest U-Dock. Nice little mansion and yachts and race boats. See, this should be what you're focusing on as a trophy. Now, you don't need all that crap. I don't need all that crap anymore. But again, have it, but that don't mean I have to, use it and abuse it and say, hey, look at this. Nowadays, it's like, let's see if I can help you. You see, my problem back in the 80s and 90s was they kept throwing in my face the loan to value problem. Loan to value. Well, division solved a lot of problems under a corporate umbrella. I got rid of that part of loan to value problem. Do you want to be a millionaire? It's simple. It's a yes or no. Hi, John. Hey, John. You're saying hi again. That's good. Now, Horace here has been a client for 37 years. Horace Glover, look him up, ladies and gentlemen. He is the #1 for entrepreneurship for Black people in the world. He's won so many awards, it's ridiculous. All right. And I helped him get a lot of things accomplished over the years. I've been around long enough to see it, to believe it, partner with Ray, with him, or you can take my 25% and go and you can get it too. So let's understand something. Horace is talking about the 29% rule. I've done this for 49 years to help people. My wife wants me the last 2 years to go to our mansion in the castle and basically, all right, off the other country. So it's in Ireland. So she wants to go there. If I go there, I just kind of, still broadcast. My goal is still to help people. But do you want to be a millionaire? It's a very simple question. All these ding dongs, all right, on the, from Cody and everything else in Grant, all right, you don't buy a house, that's stupid. Grant's being stupid. Cody, you be a millionaire. Let's understand something. I don't want you to be rich. Because when a person says they're rich or a target, it's called stupid. And you're not stupid, and they're not stupid either. They're not telling you the truth 100%. So let's understand. I don't want you to be rich. I don't want you to have a corporation or you to be a millionaire. I want your corporation to be a millionaire. Everything has to be through corporate structure. All these people, all the little opinions. I like to get on stage with all of them, even Tony Baloney, and I like to kick the shit out of them. Knowledge to knowledge and find out they're full of crap. All right, here's a guy talking about marriage. He's been married 5 friggin' times. He's going to motivate you. It's going to last a week or two. What the blank's wrong with that crap? All right, because he's like hurt, this Todd guy, and let's see if he walks over the coals, see if he burns his feet. See, bullshit doesn't pay the bills. And that's the problem we got. There's too much bullshit out there. But that's just me telling you the truth. That's why I wrote the book called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills. Look at these people. Come on, 52, 65, when they started a business. Hell, half of you are 45 to 75 years old. And you're going, what do I do next? Well, it's simple. Believe in you. Believe in God. See, understand the biggest problem you got is the money. Money, money, money. I don't love money, but I need it. Got to pay my bills. You see, you're not winning the lottery. You're not getting a raise. I'm online, live, or in person 6 friggin' days a week. You're going to ask me a question. I'm $3,000 an hour and $25,000 a day, and I'm trying to help you for free. Could you turn these up just a little bit? But it's okay. I mean, Disney paid me, Simple Mattel paid me, Toll Brothers paid me, and I can list them on and on. Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers and Angels too? Are you ready? Seriously, are you ready to be a CFO, a Chief Financial Officer? So let's do this. You got your little tablet and pen in front of you. Let's write down what it's going to take. You ready? If you want to partner with me, I'll actually get you the keys in the building. We'll share the piece, and I'll get you an income. All right, I'll do the work for you while you sit back and just basically be lazy or a little bit learn how to play. See, half the people in this world are freaking lazy. They want a free ride. I want to get you 100,000 of personal credit. Okay? Now, 100,000. That's maybe 2 of these. Here's a $50,000 venture card. Let's get 2 cards. Now, what do we do? Okay. Here's the rules. This is what I did for me. All I know is I didn't get a family, mommy and a daddy and all that crap. And I said, if I'm going to get married, I got to have a plan and a blueprint. So let's understand the reality of life. When I'm training Ken Yarborough, and I'm putting 25-28% rule, which means if I go to 30 or more, I drop my score, get stuck, I can't get it anymore. I don't back myself, my family in a corner. I'm sorry, most of you did that. I call that silly and dumb. You're not dumb. What you did was dumb. So if we have 100,000 in personal credit, listen to the rules. We use 29% rule. That leaves us 71,000 of safety credit in case we have a shit day, month, week, or year. You're going to get your assets kicked. We all do. I mean, hell, look at today. We got here, everything's going great. Oh, good. Everything's good. Always good. 8:30, the Spectrum internet goes out. Last time they did this, it took the whole damn day. They say 11:30, then they say 3:30. So what do? We got all these 18 employees sitting here doing nothing, no internet. I looked for another company. I got Verizon. They're using the same antenna. They lied to me. So now I got to look at another company. I sent them all home. By 12 o'clock, starts working again. It's like, damn, an oh shit day, oh shit moment. Still get to get the internet, still get to broadcast, still get to help people and answer the calls. You see, I've got to make sure I do one thing. If I have an oh shit day, week, month, year, I got to be able to pay my bills because I can't bring the pain home. Okay? I am a father, I am a husband, I am a man. It is my job to kill for my family, period. And that's what I'll do every day. The next thing is here, corporation. I just want to get you $250,000 of credit. Is that okay? Can I get you $250,000 at least per entity to $1 million? I mean, come on. This is basically here an ink card with 100,000. Now, inks, they have 5. One I don't like, the other 4 I do. Why do we get 4 of these per entity? Huh. So we could play and we can add more credit to the corporation. Now, why do I want to build so much corporate credit? Eventually, they're going to copy that. I haven't seen anybody copy that part. But again, corporate credit doesn't show up on personal credit file. Let's write it down. Corporate credit does not show up on personal credit file. Now, when it comes to literally the Spark cards from Capital One, they do. Why they shouldn't, but they do. But again, that's their own stupidity. So if we take 9 divisions, and I'm the guy that invented the division process, simple, in 85, 86, and I take 1 or 2 cards, and I go get 9 more. Is that a good thing? So every division has its own credit file. Every division can protect the corp and you. So there's the ultimate thing. You got to think about what to do. It was that rhyming thing I do all the time. So I had this problem as a kid. I write with both hands and talk at the same time, and I have total recall on those things. They said because I rhyme, I was stupid. I'm retarded. I just thought they were stupid. So auto income, let's break it down. Okay. I had 22,000 payphones when I was 17 and a half, combined everybody's route. I'd go to auctions and I'd basically buy properties and have fun at 19. Then they told me I couldn't get number 20. They told me I couldn't get number 20. They said the loan to value problem is in my way. So I transferred to my divisions. I go to the auction and say, hey, if you need any money to finance that rehab or whatever you want to do, let me know. I want to be the bank. I always want to be the bank. You always get to win. So let's understand asset protection. Do you have an asset to protect? Did you have your house? Is it an irrevocable trust? Or is it in your name or husband and wife's name? This is kind of stupid. All right, but again, that's what people do all the time. All right, are you going to protect your family? You're going to build a legacy? Or are you going to leave it like everybody else to probate? Kind of sucks. So why don't you take a picture right now of this so you can see that it's what I want to do with you and for you. So again, here's how you become a certified CFO. Okay, the next thing is each division can have multiple functions. Okay, it's like when owning my Shakey's Pizzas, my 31 flavor ice cream places. All right, basically having fun in subways and shopping centers and malls and hotels turning into condos and all the silly stuff. It's a division. Do you know how many people get screwed up and sued and screwed up? 87% of businesses fail. If they tried it as a division, they could throw it away and keep the parent company. Instead, they're not listening and they're bringing the damn pain home. I don't understand that, to be honest with you. So let's like the profit or nonprofit corp. We, the people, have to be usually a certain age to get credit, 14 to 25 years old, whatever you might be. Corporations, you hear they have to be 2 years old. You go to your bank, the thing is, how long you been in business? 10 years. How long you been a corporation? 2 years. So we'll have a seat. 2 years is the mark that a corporation get a line of credit up to 150. All right, 150,000. Wells Fargo gives you a line of credit for 150 and a debit card like these. Write a check. But again, that's 300,000. But it didn't show up on personal file. So if you don't have a corp from last year and you need one, we got them in stock. If not, it's okay. Just wait till next year. It's simple. So if we look at blueprinting, when I was 9.5 years old at the Torrance Library, and I wrote down, see it, believe it, go get it. All right. And then from there at 12.5, I named my blueprint, and I wanted a blueprint for success. I wrote that, and I even trade named it. I keep yelling at people, quit using my shed. Now they're all saying blueprint. I guess Robert, my attorney, is going to be fun having suing everybody. I own the rights to that. Let's see how much fun we're going to have. So if I blueprint you, past, present, and future, this is you and I on the phone. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. I'm going to line you up correctly. Then I'm going to give you a list on a daily, weekly, and project list. I'm going to tell you what to do. But can I get you to listen and follow through? That's the biggest problem. So let's think past, present, future, good, bad, ugly. Do you have a bankruptcy? Do you have a tax problem? Do you ever screw American Express and Chase because they don't forgive you? I need to know these things. So then I can show you how to get around the crap in your way. So it's like anything else, family. You got a husband or wife? You got kids? See, I told myself I would never, ever, ever get married unless I had a foolproof program. I've never brought the pain onto my family. I'd rather die than do that. Long as I'm trying, I'm not dying. If I'm not trying, I might as well be dead. I've said that for 40 years. So family, I got to protect them. They will never feel the fact that we're eating out of a trash can like I did as a kid. That pissed me off. Corporation, I got an LLC, I got a C Corp. I don't give a damn what you got. You know what the hell you're doing anyway. You listen to the girl, this don't give me your funds. The guy with the stupid hat backwards. Ooh, goody. Here's the problem. You don't know crap. And I'll challenge you every step of the way. I got an LLC. You call my call center. I don't have a corporation. I got an LLC. That sounds stupid. An LLC is a corporation, by the way. And because ding dongs didn't do their 1120s, that's why they wanted to BOO Act. All right, so we got to understand. So an LLC, understand, it's a corp. It should be turned to S, single filing. Oh, you got a C? S, 1244. Here we have the IRS that gives us rules. And if we abide by the rules, we can take C, LLC to S, one corporation, single filing. We don't pay tax till we make 3 to 5 million friggin' bucks. Up to no damn tax. All these people talking out their butts, ridiculous. And if you create debt to offset the taxes, you'll never pay tax. I mean, how do you think Elon Musk did it? How Donald did it? All these other people. So a corporation, but here's the problem. The corporation's on Secretary of State's website. Okay, that's what they want the BOI, the CTA Act came in place. Your name's there anyway. You might as well just fill out the damn form. Well, let's understand. The corporation's on all Secretary of State's website in your state. And they see your officers list, they see you, and when they sue the corp, they sue you. You're on the bank account. People are talking about they're going to pierce your veil because you don't have an account. Stop. So you have no idea what the hell she's talking about. Okay? She's thinking she's going to be an expert. She might as well just shut up. Okay? Because she hasn't went through enough hell to fight the pain to get out of it anyway. I mean, these snot-nosed kids, I'm sorry. I mean, how the hell are they going to know, all right, what really you need to do unless you've been through some pain? You're all smarter today than you were before, right? See, we learn through hard knocks, they would say. Corporation, divisions. A division is like a bank or a grocery store. We can, bankrupt the shit out of it. See, understand, here's a corp, your name's all over it. Under the corporate umbrella, division, your name's not on it. Division's not on it. Okay, so what happens? If I have a bad location of a shaky Subways, donut stain, whatever, laundromat, doesn't matter what it is, because roadbooks and all that too. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and throw the bad piece away. Your problem is you've been the bad piece. How does it feel like being a duck and a sheep? That's what you did. Why would you allow you to be the duck or sheep? Why? There's only one answer, your lack of knowledge. It's the stupidity of man and woman. We're not stupid. But I believe you followed stupid. But that's up to you. See, I have everything I want. I don't have to work. I can do anything I do with damn well please, but I'm trying to help people. That's where I feel alive, changing lives. It's fun. See, we're going to live. We're going to make all that money. Then we got to plan to die. Do you have an irrevocable trust yet? Do you have one? No? Why not? Do you realize you're 45 to 75 years old? You brought the pain home to your family and you 50 times. You've had friends and family members, somebody rip you off and knock you down. You didn't learn enough about a daily squat. And you could have spent 25 bucks to file something to cover your ass. It's 25 bucks you could have filed something to protect you. And what did you do instead? Stop it, please. The car you drive today, why is it registered to you? Do you know the #1 lawsuit in this world is bumpity bumps? You got 50 bloodsucker attorneys on TV, drive through the freeway, all these billboards. Oh, I'm #1. They sue the registrar of a car. The registrar of that car should be a division. The only thing you should ever be willing to get rid of is a division. Not the court, but not the family. So far, it's been the family. One of the #1 causes for divorce is money. Money! Well, let's go get the money, get the honey. House? You bought it through your name? Escrow, clothes, Homestead Trust? What is wrong with you? You got all that junk mail. You need a gardener. You need this. You need landscape. You need walls. You need a pool. They sell you in a mailing list. By the way, your house, you didn't put a homestead on it, which you should have, or put it in the irrevocable trust. You should have bought the house through the trust, by the way. Auto income, I didn't want to call it anything else besides that's all I needed. I was 17 and a half and I'm doing these things. I didn't know any better to call residual income passive. I don't give a shit. I want money to pay my bills. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to pay this stress on my back. I don't like stress. It sucks. Cash flow, free up your time. In my series, page 6, paragraph 3, 49 years ago, some other person tried to use that too. Then he filed bankruptcy. But he's out there with his purple glasses or orange ones going, we got to do this. Well, that's good. He's got some good ideas. But at least tell the truth. So understand here, blueprint you. I would like you and your partner of life on the phone for an hour. See if you can deal with me for an hour. I like to tear apart your life a little bit and build it like Humpty Dumpty. Would that be okay? And then if you want, I'll go get you the auto income and hand you the damn keys. Because I'm tired of people being lazy. See, 20% of the clients like to get their hands dirty. 80% now they just want to hand the keys. Okay. So let's focus on chapter 18. Let's understand. This says a corporation's illegal what? I just circled it for you. Now, I'm at Mrs. Hope's house, a sheet of hell, using, abusing me, her son David, and nobody gives a shit. And they have a poker game every Wednesday night. And I'm in the corner writing little notes, listening to these people. Do you know there was Michael Landon, Dan Blocker, all right, from Bonanza, all right, Ted Turner, all right, producer Gunsmoke, Mission Impossible. They're all smoking cigars, drinking whiskey, going blah, 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 blah. Well, I wrote it down. Someone said a corporation's a legal person. Ooh, what does that mean? Now, I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old because I memorized everything. This is, I was 7.5. So what did I do? Next day, I ride my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is a library. Man, what does this mean? She's as mean as can be. She walks away. She's rude. She's a librarian. She's rude. 5 minutes later, here's a mock of his. Here's a buck. Because he said, buck. Ah, I want to kick her in the shins. I was looking for a blueprint. That's all I was looking for. A blueprint. Because one of the places I lived with was this nice lady. All right, she wired Apollo 9, 11, and 13, and all she talked about is schematics and blueprints. I figured there'd be a blueprint. Let me find one. There wasn't one. So here, may sue or be sued. I screwed up. See, this is where you're going to screw up too. When a corporation is sued, they sue you. Okay? Not because of anything else. They sue you because you pierced your own veil. That girl on TikTok, oh, you piece of bills. Shut up. You don't know crap. But again, this is what we're going to deal with. Blah, blah, blah. You pierce your own damn veil. Everybody does. Don't you know? You do it all the time. Now, when I looked at Business Professional Code 17983, I got stuck there. I got stuck on that line right there, not required to file a fictitious business name. I got stuck there. A couple years later, I finally connected the dots. A couple years later. So, Helping Hand, look it up. Go to the Secretary of State's website. Find out the original Helping Hand was started by a 9.5-year-old kid, and that was me. Whee! You see, it cost me $10. Do you know that corporation today is $30? And I know two of you spent thousands. Brian here spent $4,700 for a corporation with his idiot attorney. The corporation, the attorney prepared it, gave it back, and had him pay the filing fee. What the hell did the attorney actually do? Nothing. All right, articles are free. You pay a filing fee. It's like, Brian, your wife wanted to kick your ass. I did Helping Hand, and I got $100,000 in the mail. Came in the mail. It freaked us out. Why? See, credit was going in the mail to people and corporations back then without applying for credit. Then I had a problem. So you need to learn what I went through to get to a certain point to get to the first million to billion, okay? So at 12 and a half years old, I got sued. This is what taught me a big lesson. I used the word Braille. I'm going to teach you art of Braille. The Braille Institution sued me. It's like the word Velcro. You use Velcro, right? No, you don't. You use hook and loop. Velcro is the name of a company now stuck under California. You blow your nose on Kleenex or tissue. See, I had to understand all that too. The goal should be never bring the pain home. Roll the dice as a division and not a ding dong. Now the lie. Here's your big lie. You pierce your veil. I don't get it. Corporations were designed, and they're actually a legal person because Supreme Court said so, to receive money under the tax ID. They'll pay tax till you're profitable. That's how it's designed. Okay? So we have cities, corporations, states, and the United States of America corporations, 50 of those. The moment you sign for a car, you sign for a building, you sign for a credit card. If that corporation files bankruptcy, which 87% do, they're still coming after you. You guaranteed it, you pierce your own damn veil. Now, let's go back to the 87. Ken Yarbrough and I wrote a book. He's security chief at TRW and Experian, and I'm his boss, bossing him around. We wrote a book called File Segregation. I didn't like it when it was done. Ken wanted to lie. Hell no. But Ray, it takes 90 days to set up a division with credit. Yeah, so what? See, understand, because of 17983, I can get a form filed, published, and the IRS will hand me a tax ID. They will hand me a tax ID, legitimately. All right? See, a division of you replaces you. You might as well say you're fired. You got to fire yourself. I'd like you to write down today's date. I dare you to give me 90 days of your life, 6 months at the most. In 90 days, we're going to repackage you. But you got to promise to do what I tell you to do. Okay? And if you do that, guess what's going to happen? I'll build you up to $1 million corporation and $100,000 a month coming in. So it's like the coaching programs. If you're with one of my junior or senior coaches, that's great. You're with me, I'm a little more expensive, but you know what? I'm the best. I'm the founder. Okay. That means your credit file's on my desk. We're going to take like this one here. He started at a 612. I built him $3 million in credit. Is that okay? We build him $3 million in credit. Okay. And we get him golds and platinum cards and all these other things too. It's kind of fun. So if I can build him up as a CFO, all right, to personal life and the business life, and build corporate credit that doesn't show up on personal file, then I build for each division. See, a corporation can fund itself. You never had to steal from your family. That was kind of dumb. So understand, what is your first goal? First goal is money. You see, we cannot afford our families food on the table to pay the bills unless we have an income. So it's simple. Hire yourself through a corporation and get $100,000 a month. See, your choice is, how do I get money coming in automatically? So help me, help you, help others. It's a new program we're starting about the referrals and being an affiliate. The ability that we can partner up and you make some money. I'll sell you $1,000 today. I did it to 3 people so far. You want $1,000 to your business account? Let me know. But again, you get to earn it by referral base. All right. So I'd like you to take time to look in the mirror today. That's right. I'd like you to look in the mirror and stare at yourself. Not your makeup, not your toothbrush, not your combing your hair. Find a mirror and stare at it. See, this is what I did as a little kid. I remember crying my eyes out, and because I saw the closet door, and they go, the only way I can get out of hell is through me. Let's think what happens. Okay? You did nothing yesterday and today any different. You have the same routine and it's boring. You do the same thing tomorrow. Boring routines, no, 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 no. Challenge yourself. Get up an hour earlier, find my me time. Me time. Let's say you're going to do what I want you to do. The repo list on Mondays at 6:12 in the morning, we'll talk about cars, boats, houses, apartment complex, and duplex. You can go to Chase/repo today, and they want someone to take over some properties. There's many ways to do this. All right, maybe the probate list. How about the divorce list? Because they want the house sold right away. They want the money. How about the divorce list? Bankruptcy list. We today could go sell computers and get supply and vendor money and sell on Amazon and eBay. But you need a structure. How you receive money matters. We need corporation and divisions. We need $100,000 to $1 million of credit. We need supply and vendor money. Now, I'm going to tell you it takes 36 months to build a $10 million company if you do what you're told to do. Now, I had 9 people do it in 9 months this last year. Yes, that's right. In 9 months, they got to $10 million. So they did it faster. Again, it can be done faster, but it's up to you to follow through. The goal is don't think, just do. All right. We're going to talk about Mary. Mary, I think you can all relate if you're married. Maybe you're married. Here's Mary. She marries her 3rd grade sweetheart. Okay. They're both Ivy League. She's VP of Apple at the time. Her husband works for another division as well. They're making $250,000 a year and having fun. Mary was taught by grandma how to cook. So what does she do? She does the normal thing what you do. Goes to the attorney, gives him $10,000. He's going to look at the lease and make sure it's right. Then she gives $5,000 to the CPA to make sure the books are good and we don't get in trouble. She uses $98,000 of her personal credit to start the business. Her score from 800 went plop. What did she do? She calls them both up on the phone. What did they do? What do? They don't know crap. They know how to look at a lease. They know how to do what? A QuickBooks. So here's Mary, not understanding what the hell she did. She signed a 10-year lease on the restaurant because that's what the attorney told her to do. She signed the lease as the corporation. She pierced her own veil because when they sued, the restaurant failed. They bankrupt the restaurant. That means they bankrupt the corporation. They came after Mary. Mary signed it as her using her SSN. She should have used a division of her using SS4 because she's allowed to. So again, she lost her house. Her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. Honey, I love you, but I didn't sign up for that. You destroyed our lives, everything we built for. So I don't want you to be a Mary. Okay? But all of you probably did that and brought the pain home. But again, we should stop bringing the pain home. So this is 2025, the perfect year for all of us. We could run. We don't need to look back, but we need to write down 10 times a day. I will accomplish my goals. I'll accomplish my goals. I'll accomplish my goals. You need to brainwash yourself and stay forward. Now, I'm going to talk about boring and steady. Now, they're copying that on TikTok too. It's in my book 49 years ago. Everything I did is boring and steady. Let's drive around your city today. Somebody drive you, and you're in the passenger side in the front seat. So let's look around everything you can see. Then ask yourself why the hell you don't own these things. They're owned by third party. They're management companies. So you try to start a business and you piss away 100,000, and you could have got a Wendy's for 75,000 down. You could have got 12,000 a month, and now you're broke. What's wrong with you? Storage unit, gas station, laundromats. I wrote books on all these things. So understand, if you could actually now pull the visor down because they're driving you around and look at the mirror and say, why the hell don't I own this? I think you should. So let's do this. Somebody owns this, but why not you? So that's what I call auto income. So I'm 26. I got $2.6 billion of corporate structure. I got mansions in Havasu. I got them in Big Bear, Huntington Harbor. I got them everywhere. I got 2 race boats. I got 3 yachts, Sea-Doos. I got everything I want. It's all going good. And then I die in a coma and get to come back and help you. Kind of sucks. My life got stolen. I got 6 kids and 13 grandkids, and I won't be the paying home ever like you. And I want you to stop it too. So let's understand. Partnering with me is very simple. I want you to learn to be an investor. All right. Here's Karen here. Okay. Karen's saying thank you. We got our first check. Okay. From the storage unit we closed 60 days ago. She got $8,000. Karen got $8,000 on a storage unit. I helped her line up. Okay. And I told her, well, we're going to do my management companies manage them for us. She got 8,000. She's going to get 13,000 in 6 months. Why? Because we build a reserve of 6 months on everything we do. So if you ever play with me, we're building a 6 months reserve, like it or not. Then that money goes up and away. So now Karen didn't have to do a damn thing besides say thank you, which she just did. She's got 8,000 a month coming in. Now her husband Mark says, let's go get another one. Not yet. You only got your first check. Here's what they want to do. They want me to build more credit. No. I'm going to take the unit that we got, the storage units. I'm going to leverage the equity to get the next one, because that credit becomes a safety. So here we have 8,000 a month going to get 13. Here we're going to leverage it to get another one. We're going to have that safety credit as well. And now we have an income. All right. And all you have to do is sit back and let me do my job. You get the hell out of my way. She knows that. In the beginning, she goes, Ray, you pissed me off. Yeah, I pissed her off. See, I want it my way. We're going to do it my way, not your way. You had your chance. You blew it. My way works. Auto income. So again, take a picture of these things here. These are the things to focus on that I wrote books on: laundromats, dry clean, car washes, storage units. Hell, I remember buying my first storage unit with my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, when I was 19, or with my first wife. Okay, simple. We got to understand these things. These are auto income. You're not going to run a damn thing. You're going to go get it from my broker's list, or I'll do it for you, and then you're going to just get an income. You get the hell out of my way. Is that okay? I think that's more fun. So we can do all the work if you want to. You see, right now, like I said, you're 45 to 70 years old. Okay, you brought the pain home many times. People around you try to take it away, friend, family, whatever. Maybe you played it safe or never you took the chance, but no matter what, you got your assets kicked about 50 times at least. Why don't we play a hard way? Let's do it my way. Let's see. So I think your biggest mistake is you, all right, the lack of your commitment to yourself and fighting through the pain. It's not easy. Damn, it's not easy. It is not easy getting through an oh shit day. It's never been easy, but it's a test of faith and persistence. That's just me. So I think maybe you gave up on you. You should have stuck to it a little longer, but that's up to you. One of my books coming out. Okay, you got to understand something. We have to fight through the pain. So today, all right, what they did, okay, let's understand what they did. They Zelled me $1,000 because they're a little, oh, is it gonna work? And I said, I'll tell you what, Zell $1,000, I'll take and build you and analyze you, build you a credit card. Take the card that gets you to buy whatever you want to buy, and we'll build another one. So that way the credit can build itself. That's what I did for them. Okay, and that's why they got that 8,000 a month so far. So again, they want to do another one. So they didn't really spend a lot of money. You today, you waste $50 every other day on crap. I watch them in the office go to lunch or break, come back $12 or $15 a bag of crap in a bag, and they're wondering why they're not healthy. I bring my lunch. I don't have time for lunch. So if you could take the money you're pissing away today, you can get auto income too. And that would be the ultimate goal, using corporate credit. So let's say this apartment complex here. Okay, this is one basically that's what to go get. They want $3 million for it. That's a lot. I don't like the broker because the brokers are liars and buyers are liars too. So let's understand. I want to do a title search. I want to find out who owns it, who makes the actual decision behind the curtain. So they want 10% down. Okay, the monthly income. We break it down. What do we got now? Here we got closing escrow, and we have a positive cash flow after everything's paid of $13,452. Your problem, you think you're done. I'm sorry, you're not done. I'm never done. You see, the problem with one of those tenants, they can fall and sue you and screw you up. All it takes is one lawsuit. Some of you know that, huh? But if we do it my way, and we do an assignment of mortgage, we can become the bank. So we could actually split deed everything and turn that into 76,800. Is that more money? See, if you're the bank, they can't sue you. You can sue them if they don't pay. The other way, they get to sue you, and that kind of sucks too. There goes that rhyming thing I do all the time. Sorry. Freddie Mac, 203K, HUD, Section 8, ooh, DSCR loans. As long as it's got positive cash flow, they're going to give you the loan. And we're going to use the credit to go what? The 10 or 20% we have to pay. Wow. How hard is that? It's not hard at all. Isn't the goal to be the bank? Don't you want to be the bank for 30 years? That's what I did. Pretty simple. All right. So here's about a $500 million of goodies. And the problem back then in the 90s, they kept saying loan to value problem. As long as I bought it through the divisions, I don't have a problem at all. Is that okay? But again, we get to play my way for a while. I'm just asking you to give me 3 to 6 months to a year of your time. Let me do it my way because your way didn't work. All right. If it did, you wouldn't be listening to me. God's gift, the mansions in the harbor. So I got properties in all 5 islands. Okay, no problem. And I got 2 race boats, 3 yachts, 2 Sea-Doos, and I got a Duffy. Where am I going to park it all? Ah! I needed the largest U-Dock. That's why I want that house. I want to put all the goodies in the backyard. My wife, we get to take her to the harbor. It's romantic. The music, the lights, the salt air. Gonna cruise over to Captain Jack's, steak and lobster. Can you imagine how many times we take the Duffy over to the restaurant and they park it for us and we go have some food and then we're nice and full? Remember, it takes money to get honey. All right, $100 million building, Lamborghini. Oh, here's the keys, that one. Boom, 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 boom. So you have the ability to figure out a way to get into a program to build with me, and we get past go and step up, up and away. But again, all right, you know, they had basically the couple here tonight saying thank you. They get the $8,000 a month. Okay, I almost slipped and used her last name. She goes, please don't do that. I don't mind. Here's what I taught her. Don't tell your friends and family anything. They ever want to borrow money or need some help, tell them everything's in a trust. After you respond 3 times that, they'll leave you alone. See, unfortunately, when you got some goodies, everybody wants a piece of your action, and they act like you owe it to them. Never be a cosigner. That person will turn on you in a second. Helicopter, Lamborghini, and building. So I accomplished goals because I put my mindset to it. Now, when it came to kicking, I didn't realize I was doing something any different. I became the janitor in a karate studio in Torrance when I was 4 years old. I kicked the door jam. I kicked the basketball hoop at 14 at Chihuahua Junior High. Here I'm just having fun at the YMCA and Marine Base out there too, having fun. My ass is high as 6 foot locker. This is son. The Guinness Book of Records walks in. He goes, where's the wires? Back then I was more of a hothead. He pissed me off. These people right here, now understand, I didn't have to run 50 feet to go jump up. 1 or 2 feet, I was 10 feet in the air. Boom! Simple. I kicked out the lights because the guy pissed me off. By the way, that's 13 feet. Not possible. I've been the impossible all my life. We could fly. All right, that's all we got to do. Now, after the coma in 2009, I came out of 2011. I researched, my family. Wife wanted, hey, what about your family, your real family? I found out Richard Bishop's my grandfather. Wow, Grandpa didn't give a shit either. He won the Olympics in 1932 for gymnastics. They called him Coach Bishop Roosevelt High. They made a movie after him. Damn, I think he looks like Al Capone. Now, the word no doesn't mean no. You listened to no, and you knew you were uncomfortable when they told you couldn't do something. You still went along with it. I didn't do that. I always wanted to tear it apart. The Ray Reynolds University finally got to that dream in 2009. 22,000 square feet. Now, here's the way I do goals. I want up to $1 million a year, then I wanted a month, then I wanted a week, then I wanted a day. So I break it down and pulling the goal. We got to $1 million a day. Isn't that fun? And I got to die in a coma. Well, that sucks. So understand, the winning the game of business, I was my first series 49 years ago. When it came to the basically Millionaires Founders Kit, 12 books and CDs, how to create $1 million of credit, and the foundation for every piece. Simple. Then they said, the world's not ready for it, Ray. Well, I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. So if you want a copy at the office, they charge $9.99. I give it away for $4.99. I give half price because I don't have a paycheck. I don't get a commission. Why would I want one of those? So the real estate is what I designed for my rich and famous people. Homestead Blocker, UCC, and Chattel Mortgage, I created those as well. Doing about $2.2 billion in real estate there. Financial series, buckets of money, tax balance, and become the bank. How to become the bank. So what happens? Now you got these dingoes. Well, you need a Wyoming corporation. You need to incorporate your own state till you're in the profit zone, period. When you're in the profit zone, then you're going to get an LLC in Nevada because I said so. 2009, I'm the largest registered agent in the world. And you know what? I sold 10 times more Nevada corps than anybody that's planted to this day. But that's when they're in the profit zone. See, in 95, everybody went to Delaware, banks and grocery stores and cities and credit cards. They decided to disclose. Everybody ran to Wyoming, Nevada. Everybody follow along. So understand, we don't need it yet. If you want the financial series and real estate and all that stuff, the office $19.99. From there, what's going to happen is I give half price, $9.99. Then I have a class to read the book to you. I get to tell you a story. We're going to tear it apart so you understand it more and ask you questions. Biggest problem you got is people aren't answering your questions when you have a question. See, you have a goal today. That means you have 33 steps to reach that goal. Everyone has 33 steps per goal. Who's going to answer the questions when you get stuck? I don't get stuck. Let's have some fun. Now, if you have a profit corp, I want you to have a nonprofit. Nonprofit, why? Because you work in conjunction like the Goodwill does. They're giving away portholes in all cities and states. They're giving away $10 billion. Would you like some? Would you like to sponsor something you want to do, profit and nonprofit, and change your life, change your community too? Well, you go to irs.gov. You download a form called 1023, and that's how you get a 501c3 exemption. Now, if you hire somebody, they're going to charge you up to $15,000. Just go to a class. I'll show you how to do it yourself for free. Is that okay? All right. Now, here's how I look at it. When somebody tonight, because I have 3 clients tonight, all right, they got their Wendy's, and one got their storage unit and other things as well. Okay. All right. Katie did great. She did phenomenal. I love that. Now, Brian finally listened. Okay. Brian's stubborn. He knows everything. He's an attorney. Okay. But he didn't want to do it my way. But I got him into basically a storage unit as well. See, my favorite thing is storage unit, laundromat, dry cleaning, things like this as well, because it's easy. It's simple. Ran by third party. So if you ever talk to me and you always say, how you doing? And then you reverse it because that's the setup. How am I doing? Always good. It's a mindset. Even today on the coaching calls, even though I'm having a shit day and the inspector killed our internet and everybody had to go home, what did my response to? Always good. I have to keep my mind as always good. I'm ready to kick ass heads. Oh, you feel sorry for us? Hell no. Now, here's what they did. This team tonight did to get into the programs. I give a 10% discount when they pay in full for something. So understand that. If they made payments, I said, Zell me $1,000. I analyze and I'll pop credit based on the credit I pop you. That way you can finance whatever you want to. And then basically when it came to Brian, I popped in 3 cards. He goes, I want another one, another one. So he used his first 1,000. I analyzed, popped him a card, and I got him 50,000. And then he took that to buy another one and another one. And then we went after the location. So again, I don't want you to have excuses. Right now, you piss away $700. I'm not doing nothing on crap. So finance your way if you have to. But what do we do? Let's say you needed a nonprofit corporation. I want to give you one that was done last year. It's 2 years old. So we open a bank and get a line of credit right away. I want to do the officers list. I want to get you the tax ID. I want to put 3 divisions on it for multiple functions. And then I want to do basically nonprofit workshops so you get your exemption. Okay, it's very simple. Now, the nonprofit corp at the office, they sell the corp by itself for $5 grand. Tonight, it's $59.99. There you go. Take your picture. And if you wanted, you could sell $1,000 as a deposit or reserve one, and I'll get your credit, analyze you, and then you can use that card to pay the balance. Isn't that fun? But again, if you pay in full, you get a 10% discount. So take a picture right here. Understand, the banks, when they bought Zelle on July 6, 2022, I like Zelle. Now, Ray at rayscredit.com. If you Zelle tonight that 1,000 as a deposit or paid in full, put RW. I want the office to know that they did it through the workshop, because they're always going, well, Ray, that's my client. No, it's actually my client. You should have sold before I got to him. But again, it's like, treading water. I don't get it. I believe you tread water, you play it safe. Let's write down 5 things here, please. 5 things you need. I'm going to get you to 750 by holding your hand. We're going to sing Kumbaya. Corporation with divisions, $100,000 to $1 million of credit. I want you to have checkbook money, $150 per division. And I want you to realize this is a must-have. Supply and vendor credit as well. Did you write it down? So that's the foundation. Now, if you have a corp that's fantastic, let me help you build that one with cash credit. I'll add you to my dashboard, which is a bunch of history about millions and millions, about 63 million, and we'll pop credit to the corporation that didn't show up on personal file. You don't have it, okay, I'll hand you one for free. Free. I've been giving corporations for free for 49 years. You pay your filing fee. It's simple. So we're going to stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row, and I'm going to repackage you my way. Would that be okay? That means my way works, your way sucks. So again, this is what I want to do for you if you allow me to. Simple. So as an example, here's Glenn. He lived in his Pinto car 3 years because his wife left him because he lost his job. His son lived in a car too. I found out, I said, Glenn, go to the workshops, build him $1 million company, brand new house, brand new truck, put on my info commercials. No problem. Here's Free Ray, Ricky, Dickie, Ross. Here's $3 million of credit. Thomas in prison for 26 years. I got him brand new dump trucks in 6 months, doing $5 million a year. Michael Klein, God rest his soul. Arnold, okay, President of the United States of America. Costner, Giovanni for Pixar. College professor, Biola University. Here we got Superman Gold's Gym. Says, Ray, you kick ass and motivate. Okay, well, he said it, not me. I only got him $1.2 million. From there, what do we got? Kurt Vane. I got her. She got her videos out there too. I got her also $1.2 million. See, I'm the incorporator for Dodgers, Lakers, Clippers, and Angels too. So I get to have fun. So let's understand. The goal is to change your life every step of the way if you allow me to. Now, here's what I believe you did. Okay, I believe you took money from your family and your credit. You sit down at the kitchen table, honey, we're gonna start a business. Let's go jack up the credit cards. Let's drop the score. Let's get stuck. Let's can't get any more. Let's bring the pain home to you and me and Hawker House too, being stupid as well. That's what you did, isn't it? Shh. Why did you do that? I didn't know any better, Ray. I've been teaching or preaching for 49 years. Where the hell you been? That's on you. I'm the only guy in person, online 6 days a week, personally holding your hand as the founder, and actually became billionaire corporation at 26. I got no BS to give you besides the truth. It's time to get off your assets. So all cards fluctuate because I designed it this way. I got to train Yarborough, TRW Sperian, and it was my rule, 25-20% rule. All cards fluctuate. We need a sticky. Simple. All cards but 2. So that means you jack up the wrong damn card. These do not fluctuate at all. So if I get you to 750, you got to go by my rules and tools. I don't want to partner with you if you're going to get sued and screwed up and bring it to me. So I have to be very careful you don't screw up. That's why it has to be my way. These don't fluctuate. So if we did this correctly, these are 29% rule. These are unlimited. I can max them out to $1 million, maintain the payment. I can maintain 750 score. So what happened is you jacked up the wrong damn card. You didn't know the rules and tools how to play the game to maintain that 750 score. So we're going to go through Ray's rules and tools, and you're going to maintain that the rest of your life. Got it so far? All right. Now I need you to set up an IRS account. Can you do that for me, please? IRS.gov. I want you to get an SS4 form, a 1244, a 456. Okay? Got it so far? A 4056T and C. I need you to be prepared for the problem. I want you to have your IRS account showing your tax returns. Because if you're not filing, you're a fraudster. You got to go to prison like Wesley Snipes. Or we can get you that 456 form and fix the problem. So we got to plan the problem. Because if we don't, so the world's going to kick our ass. So a corporation's what again? A legal what? Person? So your corporations, write it down, is only allowed 4 things. The corporation is going to buffer tax. No taxes due till you're profitable. Corporate credit's all a write-off. Interest rate and credit card. The car's fleet price. All right, tax ID division. All right, you're going to get a free buffet at the corporation in the hotel. Free buffet. Your divisions are your line of defense. You see, a division under the corporate structure doesn't have your name on it. And that's the goal, to be able to protect you and the corporation too. Cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. They have multiple credit reports. Corporation has babies. A line of defense, divisions. We can build a line of defense in case we have a shit day on a location. We get to bankrupt a piece and keep the other pieces. So this is where it comes in. You have to build a line of defense. You must plan the problem. You have no choice. A corporate umbrella will give you that ability to do so. Your banks, grocery stores, and cities do this with subsidiaries. I want you to use division. Subsidiaries, a corp owning a corp online, they'll let you know. And they see you. Who guarantees? The house, the credit card, the franchise, who? Our goal is to have 2 divisions per entity. If we're going to go after something, we don't want to be a duck and a sheep. We're going to have a corporate umbrella. We're going to build it. Now, understand, when I invented daisy chaining of credit in 1987, so I invented all kinds of fun stuff. That means one card, all right, because of the Fair Lending Act, literally turns into 99 more cards. So if I have a corporation get a card, I daisy chain it to the division, it gets its own credit file, and we separate billing, and we do it again and again. So every location has its own profit center. Every location would have its own way to finance itself. All right, you wouldn't have to steal from your family, what you've been doing so far. So wouldn't that make more sense? And don't worry, American Express wants to give you 99 cards. And that's kind of nuts. But the goal is to never bring the pain home. I like to get you all 4 of these, okay? They don't fluctuate. All right, they don't show up on personal files if it's the business ones. Now, Danny screwed up. If you partner with me, you can't screw up like Danny did. He's been a partner with me off and on since 1987. We got an apartment complex. And let's say, right now, I can show you 19 apartment complexes that I have lined up. Would you like to go look at it and get a picture or two? Would you like me to have it close to your division? Would you want to play? It's going to be up to you. So here's the thing. It has 64 units. We need 66 divisions. 1 to receive it when we buy it, because we're not going to do it through the corp. That'd be stupid. And 1 to guarantee it as a division of me. And then I need a division for every tenant. Those tenants can be mean. It can be nasty. But what do? We had a problem with Unit 36. Danny failed to get her to sign the new lease. She fell out of a bathtub and broke her toe. She sued him and me. And I said, you better settle it because you're screwing everything up. He settled for $20,000 for a toe. Oh, well. So Danny had to make sure he didn't screw up again. So in other words, well, you have to think mentally. You have to plan the business. Okay, am I going to do a laundromat, storage unit? Am I going to be a car wash? Am I going to be what? Dry cleaner, apartment complex. So your goal is, what is your passion? What do you want to do? What are you currently doing? It's not just scratching your head. So let's understand today. Okay, 9 divisions mean I need 18. 9 to receive it, 9 to guarantee it. 18 is 36. It's probably going to be like a storage unit or so of 36. And how about we want an apartment complex? It's probably going to be about 72 divisions. We want a tenant to sign a different lease in every tenant. We want to separate the pieces and separate the liability, but it's a choice. In my original book for Winning the Game of Business, all right, and then from there, the Millionaire's Founders Kit, all right, 37 years ago, a division of a division of a division, subdivisions. This helped me build $16 million of credit at the time. Every entity has a credit file. Do you want to be a millionaire? All right, the answer is no. Do you want to be a corporate millionaire? The answer is yes. Every property you get should be a division, separates liability, and that address builds your credit file. Financial series, buckets of money, tax balance, you become the bank. So again, how to do tax balancing to make sure you're okay with the IRS, don't make a mistake. Every division set up as well. So again, today, you're always going to hear me say always good, because it is. God gave me a gift, and I have everything I want. But the reality is what I want to do is help you, and that's half the fun. I'm online 6 days a week and ask questions all the time. Friday and all day Saturday from 4 o'clock. All right, in the afternoon. How about Saturday from 6 to 5? You know, I've never had a vacation. I've always gone on a business trip. You pay cash, you pay Zelle, you pay full, you get a 10% tonight with me. I started that today, by the way. I was kind of bored. All right, make payments. That means you put $1,000 down on anything, you Zelle it, and then I'll analyze and pop a card and see what that card is, and we'll use that card to buy the next thing for you. Could be credit line or a business. How much would you like? Take away excuses. Here's what I did when I was training in Yarborough. In 1987, I set up the dashboards that I can set up a credit file for Experian, Treasury, and Equifax in a second. It takes a second. I add history, it's established. After we do this, we daisy chain credit, and then we basically get an SS4. All right, debt and credit reports controlled by SS4. Okay, so tonight I want you to take a picture of this. This is the ability tonight if you want. You get 3 divisions with or without credit, 9, 12. From here, it's very simple. They're $4.99 each. So if you did it tonight, we'd basically analyze you, put the 1,000 down, Zelle it right away or pay in full. You get a 10% discount. And let's take that to build credit to finance the whole thing. I always think it's fun. There's your Zelle. That's what I do with Katie. That's what I do with, basically here. Even Robert I did it with. It was kind of fun. But again, we had choices. See, they were afraid. Is it going to work? $1,000. Should we piss that away in a month? Okay, Zelle it. Let me analyze, build you a credit card. Let's get the card and let's go buy a business or do something with it. Let's build you up and away. Takes away excuses. During the day, I tell you to call this number right now. You can. Nobody's there because of the internet today. We had a no shit day. But again, it's always good. 800-254-9506. We're waiving the 5% fee on the credit card today. But again, when I'm offering about that 10% or Zelle, it's just something you get to do. If you can't Zelle, then you call tomorrow, and then that opportunity just passed you by. It's simple. A corporation decides to have a baby. 100. 100 has more babies. You see, a corporation's a legal what again? Person. So the divisions. So we could have more, and more. We could build a line of defense, just like Bank of America, cities, and grocery stores do. We could play it and never bring that pain home again. But my thing was basically, all right, I had $53 million of credit at one time. All right, and they're shrinking my limits. Scares me. So what did I do? I took 4.6 million of that credit and I loaned it out per division. I created 190,000 a month on a matrix. Took me 18 months and 41 divisions. Is that okay? The notes behind that became $1.1 billion. Kind of fun. So I turned it into a game. That's what I've always done my whole life. Winning the game of business. So understand the next matrix is I took a $16 million matrix and did the same thing. That got me 661,000 a month. See, you could actually become the bank. That's why you want to get a copy of the Buckets of Money book. It'll teach you how. This is pathetic. I lost my job. I have 2 children. Knock off this. This man needs to man up. Okay, you go to the church for the food. You go drive an Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash. You have a garage sale. I've had to do it all. What did I do coming out of a coma, being broke after I died and came back to help you? Simple. I took my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions. I built $1 million of credit in 6 damn weeks. 6 weeks. Then I bought my wife her next dream house. I don't stay down. I don't want you to stay down either, too, but it's up to you. The goal is very simple. I believe every division should be known as a bucket of money. It's an opportunity for a location. Now, I need you to do some work for yourself. The reason I want to overpackage you, if I partner with you, I got to make sure you covered your ass. That's my way. Today, driver's license, insurance, registration. I would like you to understand when you get pulled over by a police officer or in a bumpity bump, you're handing everybody where you live. Knock it off. P.O. box, mailing address, or whatever you say it allows you to do. Maintain your privacy, please. So we got to make you a money-making machine. This is why I always want to blueprint somebody. I think the blueprint's great, okay? Because what happens is I get to know you, you get to know me, and what do we get to do? It's pretty simple, okay? Just someone made some notes, just want to make sure in case I have to give it to somebody. All right, takes it, thank you. All right, no problem. Let's see, can we pop a card with $1,000 down if I have a 7? Oh, hell yeah. All right, let me tell you, you have a 700, no, let's put it this way. You have a 650 and above, Zelle $1,000 tonight. I'm going to pop a card after I analyze it. I might get on the phone with you too, so I need you to do this or that. See, what I want to do is take away the excuses, because you all piss away $50 every other day, $1,000 a month. Here's a way you can get into it tonight. Okay, just somebody just got bored today to do is you put 1,000 down, let me analyze you, you look at the credit, start popping credit. If I got to tell you to do something, I'm going to call you personally. Is that okay? We get on the phone? Then we poppity pop. Now that pop could be for the next card. You want more credit, or you want to go get a location if it's enough credit. But again, I don't know how much I need to rebuild you. That's where the blueprint comes in too. So tonight, as you're always going to hear from me to say, I've said it for 49 years when they ask me how it's going. I always said, always good. It was a mindset. I could have the shittiest day like we did today, and I'm always going to say, always good. It's a mindset. I'm not going to get myself down there. No way. Tonight, you pay in full for something, you get a 10% discount. You put 1,000 down, I analyze, see if I can pop you some cards right away. And what do? Get on the phone and pop. Maybe it's more credit for more credit, or maybe it's a location. The goal is like anything else. I want to get you to 750. All right, most of you, sorry, you don't have big cards like 5 to 10,000. I like to get you some of those. We get to use my history because I got $63 million of history to play with. All right, so we build you up. 750. We do a rapid rescore. Now, if you don't know this, rapid rescore and rapid refresh, I invented them 44 years ago. All right, basically teaching, Harold Stokes and Ken Yarbrough a thing or two. Because what happens? Yeah, any negatives, we're going to dispute them for 9 months straight. Next thing is we charge $14.98 at the office for this, for the rebuild, and to make you a certified CFO. You go to class Friday or Saturday or both. All right, the goal is $750, of course. And then we get basically like tonight, that would be $999. Okay, there you go. There's that $1,000 to get you more credit too. But again, we get to play the game. There's 10 grand at least. So if you have a corp, I'll give you one if you don't. The goal is have a corporation and structure it correctly. I don't care if it's an LLC or C Corp. We're going to teach you things about that anyway. I want you to go to my setup in level 1 class because I teach 6 days a week, by the way. So I'm going to charge you $24.99 to give you $25,000. What happens is you go to class, I analyze you personally. All right, from here I add history, and then I start popping credit right away. Is that okay? From there, if it was done tonight, it's $19.99. You're in my workshops for 90 days at least. But again, you could put that 1,000 there and let me pop a card, go. So pick what you want tonight. See, the goal is let's take away excuses. Every one of you have had money and you pissed it away and you were broke the next day somewhat. Why don't we do it right and get stuck with me? All right, it's a Zelle, ray@racecredit.com. And again, during the day, call 800-254-9506. They're going to waive the 5% fee, but they're not going to give you that offer today about putting 1,000 down and all that stuff that I'm offering tonight. They weren't here. I was bored. So again, I'm going to say it was good all my life. It's a mindset. So 10% discount on anything tonight. And then if you just want to put 1,000 down, I'll analyze you, pop credit, and go from there. Was going to buy more credit, or we're going to buy a location. Depends what you're wanting to do. See, it's like today. We could have OPM money. I got a nasty article written about me years ago in the Daily News. I'm showing what I'm closing escrow on my properties, how I'm using basically Blue Diamond Carpet Mill in La Mirada, how I'm getting for easy paint, give me a line of credit. Louisiana Pacific, where the wood comes from Home Depot, I got my own account. And I'm showing, this is what you do to close escrow. You don't have to pay anything. I got an article that put me down and said I was doing something wrong. I thought I was being smart. So OPM money started in 74. So supply and vendor credit, we can do that too. That's done in Brad Street. Now I need you to take a picture here. Take a picture, please. Let's say I came out of the coma. We're homeless. Okay, had to create some money. Sold my Rolex necklace bracelet, $16,400. Honey, let's go to Best Buy. I got 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. Best Buy, I got an instant account for $25,000. I got a computer and a case, and then I got these Visa gift cards. Then I bought that thing called Square and put it in my phone and opened a bank account. See, I need to run and get basically my family to have a place to live. We were homeless that day, and when I came out of the damn coma and out of the hospital, couldn't even breathe, walking around with an oxygen tank. So if you take a picture, you do what I did. I turned supply into basically cash. It's about $51,000 worth, by the way. So you can sell things on Amazon and eBay. It's simple. I'm always going to push you to do this, and I'm not going to change my push, okay? I want to get you 100,000 of personal credit, period. It could be only 2 cards. But again, what do? I looked at it this way for me. 29% rule. It gives me 71,000 of safety in case I have an oh shit day, month, week, or year, okay? I want to feed my family. I'm not bringing the pain home. Corporation, 100,000 plus. So if I get to rebuild you like here, I'm going to go after the Green Spark $100,000 card. Then 2 sisters for 30,000. That's 160. If I take 160 times 9 divisions, that's over $1 million, is it not? If I take B of A, Wells Fargo, Chase Bank, and American Express the same way, what am I building? Up to $5 million of credit for the business, and then I want to go over to the bank. The bank's going to ask you some questions. I'm going to teach you the double interview. They're going to say bridging the gap. As long as you have a 2-year corporate division, you can go after 150. Okay, that's what they're looking for. These are my 5 favorites. Okay, U.S. Bank is so nuts to give it to 150, even when you're on your disability. I got one client on disability, got it. I got another one's retired, had the Social Security, and they got 150 from U.S. Bank. Navy's nuts if you're part of Navy, and I got my access code because I was in this government class years ago as a kid. If you got your Navy or if you were friends and family member, thank you for your service. But they're so crazy at a 550, I've been giving clients up to 50,000 line of credit. Helps balance their debt. I call this checkbook money. So again, it could be up to 5.4 million. Divisions allow us to project in a business plan. In everything, always remember the word intent, intent, intent. What was your intent? And an audit, what's your intent, whatever. When you create a business plan, as long as you have 3 divisions, you can project up to $1 million in sales, because that's what your desire is anyway, okay? If I get you to 100,000 a month, okay, that's only $1.2 million. So the money-making machine, $1 million maker, I'm going to teach that for you, and we're going to get you there. That's the ultimate goal. So as we play this game to win, here's what my dashboard allows me to do. I can get you American Express Platinum, personal business simultaneously. I can get you one for the divisions or the employees. How many would you like? Okay. Now we go over to the Platinum card. Remember, American Express Gold or Platinum don't fluctuate. Those are the oh shit cards we use never to drop our score below 750 again. Corporation credit never shows on personal file anyway. Now, here's American Express and all the applications out there. About 17 years ago, before coma, I pushed them to put basically divisions on the applications. They've been on all the applications for 17 years. even though I got delayed in coma and all those other things coming back to help you, even a pandemic. So divisions on all the applications, by the way. Now, they're going to offer you 99 more. If you have an American Express card, log on to it to Gold or Platinum. Would you like 99 more? This is nuts. I think they're crazy. We don't want 99, okay? So let me get you all 4 of these so we can have some fun, okay? They're going to give you a line of credit personally. Okay, no problem. I'll show you how to get that. They're going to get you a blueprint loan up to 250. Scott American Express said they named it after me. I don't know if it's true, but he said it a couple years ago. From there, what are we going to do? We're going to learn how to leverage money. All right, this is what I've showed rich and famous people to do for 49 years. And I can name everybody you know. So here's Gerald. He's the head of a mega church in Los Angeles. I got him $100,000 credit at the U.S. Bank. He didn't want to use it all, so I did this. I said, let's put $75,000 in the account. Then we're going to transfer to the CD. We're going to get a line of credit for $75,000. We're going to write a check right back to the same bank. What do we create? A reference of 3. See, when you're going to leverage money, the banks love you when you have money. When you don't have any money, they don't know your damn name. So here, this is a reference of 225. And that was the goal, reference 225. We went back to the bank to apply now, and they gave him 1.25 million. He bought 2 apartment complexes next to the church. Aunt runs one, mom runs the other one, okay? So the goal, understand, borrow money is not taxable. If we create more money, we have more opportunity to grow the business. When you spend all the money coming in, you're eventually going to go broke. You got to leverage the money to more money. By the way, it offsets the taxes anyway. Debt offsets taxes. So manageable debt, offset taxes, auto income, 100,000 or personal, and up to 1 million in corporation. Leveraging money, that's the goal. From there, we can start with 1,000 to 75,000. What's going to happen now? Here's the problem. You've had money, maybe started a business, or you pissed away or screwed it up. I don't know. We're going to take corporate credit. We're going to buy the lifetime income. The lifetime income happens to be real estate and franchise, ran by third party as an investment. Got it? So tonight, when I say always good, you have the choice to buy something tonight. You get a 10% discount. If you pay a payment and sell $1,000, I'll analyze you, see if I can get you more credit for you. And then maybe we're going to buy something as well, get more credit, to the point where we can put a down payment on something. If you need $100,000 tonight, all right, this is what basically Mark did. Mark zelled me $1,000. I got him 2 cards, and he used those cards to buy more credit. That's what he did. So again, normally 100,000 is like $10,000. Tonight, all right, discount is $79.99. So if I can line you up and pop you some cards, you can use those cards to pay the balance or buy something else. That would be kind of the fun. So the goal is, if you got the opportunity, take it, because maybe money's a little tighter. You just want to feel safe. You're stuck with me every step of the way, by the way. $50,000, normally $5,000. Tonight is $39.99. Again, we poppity pop, see what we can do right away. $25,000 of credit, usually $2,500. It's $19.99. You know, put $1,000 down and see what I can do, build some credit and build you up and away. Maybe we can get you 10,000 or 20,000 or 50,000 a card, as long as you got a 650 and above. Okay, if not, I got some more work to do. You can still do it, but it's going to take a little longer. I want to do it right away. Ray at raisecredit.com. Put RW if you Zelle tonight, because then it's connected here. They know where it came from. So again, think about always good. We had a no shit day today. Came in, everything's great. Spectrum's not working. It went down. Had to send employees home. Still took my coaching calls. Okay. See, I got to keep my mind always good. When I drive home tonight and I go to that first gate to the next gate, so 4,500 feet to the main house, the estate, I'm going to leave my day behind me. You see, happy wife, happy life. Understand something. I'm going to chase my wife and go play basketball with my son and my daughter. That's what I have to do every night. It's kind of fun. So making money, making a machine could be you. Don't have a profit or non-profit. It's 2 years to get that line of credit. Wait till next year, or I have them in stock. I actually set up corporations extra last year and extra divisions that are aged. You can get a division, I call it pull it off the tree. I can take it off one of my corps and give it to you. Now it's 2 years old. Divisions as well. So there's a corporation for you, profit or non-profit, pick it. You can put 1,000 down and we get it all set up and you get to pay the payments under the bill credit. Why not? See, I don't think you have your time. For me, I love getting here at 4 o'clock in the morning. Nobody shows up till 6. It's my me time. I like the fact when I get out of the house and everything else, hear the roosters, the donkeys, and all the animals going blah, blah, blah. And then the birds. We have these owls, this white owl that's always flying in our trees. But you know what? I got my me time. Before the wife and the kids and all that crazy stuff happens, I got to have my me time. I'm up every day at 2:25, by the way. Have been all my life. So boring and steady. Go around the city today. Let me help you buy your neighborhood, okay? We'll line it up. We'll do a title search and check out who's selling this and privately too. Let's go get the money. But we're going to go through an escrow. We'll make sure there's nothing kind of what? Cooking their books. So escrow is always the way. So for me, if you want to partner with me in something, we can do that as well, which means we're going to let me find the locations and I'll say we're going to pick this one or that one. We're going to build 6 months reserve. You might get that $8,000 a month and turn it into $13,000 a month in 6 months. Always reserve. We have our forensic accountants that help manage it and show you what's happening. We don't play any games because I do this for long term. Done this since 1987. I've been making millionaires and billionaires. It's kind of fun. You're not going to basically do anything. All right, you're going to have a piece of the action. You're going to leave it alone. You're going to go after one of these. You're right. Take your picture, please. So we can do all the work for you if you want. Now, if I use my locating system and I find a location, these are one I'm going to buy for me. I give you the opportunity. Would you like to partner in this one or that one? And you say, yeah, I like that one. Okay. And then what do? We look at credit, we build you, and we're going to put that into the escrow too. All right, we're going to work through the escrow and you're going to watch what happens. Now, if you want me to do it for you, that's great. This is the way. But if you want to do all the work, I'll guide you through coaching. You can do it yourself. Only 20% like that. 80% just want to basically get an income. We're going to take basically the division. We're going to share it. So that Wendy's restaurant, that location, or that storage unit, that laundromat, you're going to get 25%. All right, and that's what you're going to get. And I'm going to get 75%. That's what happens in that type of situation based on what we're trying to do. What was put down on that as well. From there, we can play the game. And I've been doing this since 1987 with clients, making them millionaires and billionaires. It's kind of fun. We're in this 6 months program for coaching that you get to pick what you like. Now, if you get serious enough and you basically play with me longer and you want years of coaching, and we're going to go get 5 locations, that's the goal. But that means you're going to get 75% now. All right, because you're in a years of coaching. I'm going to get 25. That's what Katie did. Okay, so I don't get as much, but we get to manage it. And she gets to just get the money, and she gets all that stress off her back. So when you have 15 to 20,000 coming in monthly, then you build it up to 100,000. You know, it's kind of peaceful when the bills are being paid. But again, it's up to you if you go for the year. So here's what happens. When the end of a 6 months program or a year of coaching, you get to pick what type of location you want. As they come up and we have to use my department, we're going to say, we have these coming up. Would you like one of these? You get to pick. Oh, you don't want one? You pick your own? Okay, I'll help you get yours. Either way, the goal is auto income. But again, that's up to you. So keep in mind, if we partner together, we get to win, but then I'm going to do it my way. We always have 6 months reserve. So that first debit coming out of that account, when we close escrow, might be that 8,000. It won't go to the 13 for 6 months. We're going to show this to you and show you that leverage account. And I like to take the new, asset or whatever it is, like the storage unit. I want to leverage the asset into another one and keep that cash we build as reserve. I like to have plenty of reserve everywhere. I don't like bringing the pain home. It kind of sucks. So here we have David. David did this. And David got to $100,000 a month in 8 months. He listened. He's kind of difficult too, but he listened. So it's a Zell thing today. If you did it tonight, 2025's here. It's the year to run. This is the year that we don't look back, but we have to brainwash ourselves and say this 10 times a day. I will accomplish my goal. There's no question. I will accomplish my goals. Coaching with me, I have junior and senior coaches as well. If you want me, the difference is you do what I offered tonight, because what's happening is simple. Having some fun. So again, think about always good. 10% discount when you pay in full for anything tonight, or you make payments, put $1,000 down on something, they'll build more credit. I analyze you right away. Maybe I can build you 5 or 6 cards right away. You build credit up, and away, or find a location. So the blueprint call is important to me. I don't think I can give you 100% of me until I do it. I don't think I can give you 100% to blueprint you and to be able to give you a list on a weekly basis what needs to be done next. Because the goal is, I don't just want to get you the income. I want to make sure you take care of your family. Is there a problem on tax or IRS or bankruptcy pass, American Express or Chase, corporation divisions, irrevocable trusts? We have to leave a legacy. We have to plan to die. Car, house, auto income, cash flow fee per time. When I do a blueprint call, it's usually you have a partner of life. I like them on the phone at the same time. A blueprint call is $1,999. Okay, it's very simple. It's like $1,000 each. We're going to dissect it all. And now, if I got a husband and wife situation, I'm always trying to get the wife to do the nonprofit because she's so methodical. I can get her grant money up to $100,000 to $1 million while he's working on the corporation as well. But maybe they want to switch roles. It's up to them. If you did a blueprint by itself tonight for $999, we're going to get on that phone. I'm going to analyze you, and I'm going to see how much credit I can pop you right away. That might be the $999 you want tonight, but it's up to you. What I always did is very simple. I took $40,000 off of a line of credit. I would never use my own money. To this day, I've never used my own money, period, in any corporation. Okay, I always leverage the money or something. 40,000 off of a card. That tend to be a laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. 100,000 storage unit. 250, usually it's an apartment complex. So the goal is take it off the line of credit. So if I build you this card, this card, this card, let's use the money. Let's finance the business off more corporate credit because we're looking at little payments. I mean, can you imagine? $50,000 line of credit. It's going to cost you less than $500 a month. You piss away $700 a month anyway. So we created this. I did this today too because I was bored. Mini coaching with Ray. This is a blueprint call. All right. This is basically one coaching call, 10,000 in credit and a rapid rescore. It's simple. So I created something else because I was bored. I get bored very easily. They were all gone anyway. Why not? Today, if you did this, very simple. All right, it would be $19.99. Maybe you'll put that $1,000 on that and get the balance. You see, usually the blueprint's $19.99 to now it's $19.99. Another call and 10,000 and a rapid, all kinds of stuff. They're probably gonna get mad at me tomorrow, Brandy or Santos. It's okay. All right, I do things I don't like anyway all the time, but I'm the founder. It's kind of fun. If you want a 6 weeks coaching, okay, private coaching, blueprint of course, 25,000 of credit, expedite the rapid. All right, all classes, level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty. Now this is normally $11,497. Tonight, if you wanted that to get started, it's almost $6,000. You can put 1,000 on that and work on those payments as well as I rebuild you anyway. So then you see what you're doing is you're making a commitment and you're locking in what you really want now. That wouldn't make sense. It's a Zell. And again, you can call the office tomorrow, 800-254-9506. They're waiving the fee, but they will not give those discounts I'm giving tonight. So let's think. Let's say we get aggressive 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. So here we have this ability. We're going to do what the IRS says. We're going to abide by the rules. The IRS says 5 million below is small company. So if you're in coaching, the goal now should be $5 million corporation. So what do? We fight to get the keys. You get your hands dirty and I'll guide you. If not, I'll do it for you. And that's the ultimate goal, get it done. So here we have, 6 months, 3 months, 12 months of coaching. The goal is I want you to take the credit I build you, all right, in lines of credit to buy the business, the down payment. I like auto income no matter what we do. We don't steal from the family. So we don't do an SBA and put a lien on our house. That's kind of dumb, kind of dangerous too. So if we have this tier, we're going to look at things for personal business, projections, all right, limits, daisy chaining the credit, increasing the limits and calls every other week. And what do we get to do? We get to play in a rapid rescore. So if you wanted the 3 months program, for instance, 3 months is going to cost you literally, all right, $9,000. I'm going to build you another 50,000 of credit. If you want to basically 6 months, it's 16,000. we can build you another 100,000. If you want the year, it's almost $32,000, and we're building you 200,000 in credit. Now remember, you can put $1,000 on each one of those as we start building it up and away and start making payments, and I'll build you credit and use the credit to actually pay the balance, and let's have some fun. But it's always good. 10% discount if you pay in full payments. Let's build it up and away. There's a Zell, raisecredit.com. So the goal is during the week or tomorrow, 800-254-9506. They'll waive the 5%, but they'll go to normal price with you. All right. Now, let's say I build you too much credit. What do you do now? I would tell you to basically put it in a bridge loan. See, what I had to do for me, so they're shrinking my limits, and that's why I created cash flow fee per time. I have 4 brokers I work with. They charge $2,000, and then you put $5,000 in a bucket. What that does for you is creates you $809.10 per month for 12 months. It almost doubles the money. So now it creates an income. I build credit for a client. They take that card, they use it for bridge loans, and now they have $20,000 coming in a month for the next 12 months as they're building it up and away. So they wanted to free up the time now in cash flow so they can actually focus on the business. That's where I created basically, all right, daisy chaining, also in buckets of money, and basically cash flow fee per time. From there, keep in mind in the future, I want American Express to give you that blueprint loan up to $250. They do want to see your corporation having what's called movable money, usually up to $100,000 if you want the $250. The platinum card's the gateway. So if you got one of those lined up and I'm helping guide you to do that, you can actually multiply it per division. So that means you can get about $2.5 million of credit up and away. Help me, help you, and help others. That's the goal. The new referral program, the affiliate program. So I dealt 3 people today $1,000, so that's what they made today by referring. If we take the time and we understand banks and grocery stores and cities bankrupt locations because it's a branch number, separate tax ID, we could have 3 divisions of ourselves. So we could actually get our hands a little dirty and understand how this works. Sam's Club, Geico, and cities. What's the goal? Stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO. And what do? We program ourselves to millionaire status. Gotta look behind that curtain every time. It's what I've done all my life. So I do my best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Now I'm a sinner. I say what I say. I don't mean to say everything I say. I don't plan it. It just comes out that way. And that's just been me all my life. By the way, I'm also a licensed pastor in California too. So the reality is, you want me to marry you? Let me know. So the goal tonight is what I offer today. You Zell $1,000, analyze it, see if I can build more credit to buy more credit or lock into the program you want. And you can do that tonight too. But that is offered tonight because I was bored because our spectrum went out today, our internet, had to send them all home. So I created 2 more programs for the fun of it. All right. But again, if it's done tonight, you get to win. If not, call them tomorrow, 800-254-9506. And if you ask about the programs I offer tonight, I go, I don't remember that. I usually don't forget, but that's okay. They're not going to give you the same offers, but they'll work with you as much as they can. So we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.